Welcome to Concrete Build Crypto Financing, where we explore the intersection of real estate and crypto financing. We invite leaders, experts, and real estate professionals as the intersection of crypto and real estate to gain knowledge into the revolutionary new field of tokenized real estate. Real estate investing is expensive, complicated, and out of reach for many. Until now, Concrete Build, CBLD, is changing the game with tokenized real estate. For as little as a few dollars, you can own a stake in commercial property powered by blockchain technology. Fractional ownership, secure transactions, real impact. Skip the red tape and invest in real estate like never before. Join the revolution at concretebuild.org. Concrete Build, tokenizing properties, tokenizing wealth. And tonight, I would like to introduce our new guest. Our guest tonight is Chris Carter. He's an expert voice in the field of SAP, AI, and cloud technology. Chris specializes in SAP Cloud and AI solutions for companies around the world. And we are delighted to have him here tonight. Please join me in welcoming Chris Carter. How are you doing tonight, Chris?
I'm well, Dr. Lee. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about some of my passions when it comes to crypto. So this is awesome.
Wonderful. Well, let's dive right in. The question that I love to ask all of our guests is, what do you see as the future of real estate, and how does crypto financing play a part in that future?
Oh, I think crypto is a huge part of that future with the way that we're using technology from crypto to be able to acquire those not only real estate, but other pieces of the puzzle that are out there, be it commercial, retail, or personal homes and building. Crypto is a huge piece of that. As a matter of fact, you and I were talking a little bit before we got on air. I've got my Ethereum, I've got a bunch of apes from my investments that I've done with companies. I use crypto all the time to purchase items. I've even used it as a down payment for a commercial property in the past. The individual that is a personal friend, I shot him over some crypto, some Ethereum, and we went from there.
That is awesome. So you're at the cutting edge, Chris. This is all old news to you.
I don't know about that. I'm sure there's young people out there that are doing things that are so way above me. I love my AI. I love my technology. I love getting involved with. I got involved with crypto. I am still an old graybeard computer hack. So I was getting crypto way back when somebody was selling 40,000 pieces of Bitcoin for a Domino's pizza.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, tell us a little bit about your company, Aproyo and Mugat AI. So tell me first how the name came about.
So Aproyo was named after a baseball player, Bronson Arroyo, and Mugatu AI was named after a character that Will Ferrell played in a movie with Ben Stiller and the folks. So Mugatu was the bad guy, but I always loved the name. And I said, someday I'm going to name a company after that, and it just fit perfectly. Mugatu AI.
Yes, it does sound
great. I've actually put a couple of emails into his management firm. I would love him to dress up for an event that we're doing. I will pay the fee. I want him to show up at the event and he doesn't have to sign autographs. All he has to do is walk around, and all he has to be is the mean guy that he was in the movie.
I love it. Did he agree to do that?
Not yet. I've tried. I am sure trying.
That would be awesome. All right, so tell me a little bit about what your company does and who does it help?
Sure. So Mugatu AI is focused on all of the AI ramifications and issues that are supporting SAP companies. We built an application that works on predictive analytics utilizing AI-based tools to manage, run, and support landscapes. So companies that are running cloud computing or bare metal, especially with AI-based processes, we're finding that taking them out of the cloud and putting them back into bare metal and putting them back into facilities, you can start running small language models rather than large language models, LLMs and SLMs. And we found that by managing and supporting that application, it gives us less tokens that we have to purchase at better quality, faster speed. And then that application actually feeds into Aproyo, which is doing the management, running, and supporting of SAP landscapes, because we found that those landscapes were just as big as anything that we would need to do for running large language models and small language models for organizations. plus the data is right there for them. So it gives them the ability to do it faster, easier, and stronger using the AI technology that we use for data mining for crypto, as well as for managing these applications.
I love that. So who would you consider your ideal customer?
Oh, geez. From an SAP perspective, they run 87.9% of all current financial transactions
Mhm.
around the globe. So anybody that runs SAP, we would take the Mugato AI Overwatch tool and set that on top of their application and their landscape. And we would run the entire SAP landscape for them. That being said, anybody running SAP, anybody running applications, such as if they're doing anything from an AI perspective and they want it on a cloud or a bare metal, they still have to protect themselves from a cloud, from a
Mm.
security standpoint. We don't want people getting into their environments, getting their keys somehow, some way, stealing their wallets. That's all bad stuff. So this tool manages, monitors, and runs all those applications to do that.
So it's kind of like a second layer of protection, if you will.
It really is. It
Okay.
is that layer of protection above and beyond what you're doing from an infrastructure
Mhm.
standpoint on top of it. So imagine if somebody's coming in from a foreign entity and it's trying to steal your data, it notices what's going on and all of those touch points, and it blocks and protects you from that.
Awesome. Well, tell me, how did you get involved in this? It seems.
I've been a technologist since 1989 when I was at Georgia Tech.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm an old man. But the nice thing about it is from being an old man, I keep playing with new things. I keep having fun. I started my life on an old Apple IIe and a Commodore VIC-20. And I
Okay.
wrote my first codes from back in those days. So then I took that, got SAP, got cloud computing, cybersecurity, got into the AI, got into virtualization. And I just love technology. So I just keep doing everything and anything I can to stay into the technology arena.
I love that. Well, tell me, Chris, how can our viewers find you? How would
Yeah, I'm pretty easy. Find
okay.
me on Instagram, find me on Facebook, find me on LinkedIn. I'm Christopher Carter, Christopher M. Carter, Tech CEO on Instagram. I'm on Twitter or X now. I'm on Facebook. You can check out our websites. I'm always on LinkedIn. I put a lot of content out there for people to be able to grow their knowledge, understand what's going on in the ecosystem, see how things are going, and to really help people. My philosophy is I want to help people get better themselves. So I always reach up, reach down, and help people along the way, no matter what ladder I'm on.
How would you, for instance, help Concrete Build? In what capacity do you think you could help us?
Yeah, with you guys, it's pretty cool because you're trying to take that crypto world and bring it into the real estate world and make that viable. And I see those activities happen. Individual banks need to start opening up their capabilities to use crypto as the payment of choice for these organizations. You know,
Yes.
you don't get a lot of organizations that 100% will do any. They all want hardcore Benjamin Franklin's and George Washington's enabling. But crypto is such a great tool. You can leverage that tool, use it as part of your banking schema. I know Chase and Jamie Dimon are starting to talk about some of the things that they're willing to do with it, but they need to bring it across the entire spectrum. I don't want to see a virtual wallet for everybody like China's doing. I
Mm,
think it should be a tool that we can leverage. If I've got $200,000 in, I'll say Dogecoin right now. If I've got
mhm.
200,000 in Dogecoin, and right now I can sell that Dogecoin and I can utilize it through your bank for a newer piece of commercial property, why not let me do that? And I
Exactly.
think that's exactly what we need. We need to be a voice together. We need to make that heard and we need to make that move forward in that strategy.
Let's do it, Chris. I'm
Yeah, yeah, Dr. Lee,
on
let's
board.
do it.
This was a fascinating conversation. I love your passion. It literally leaks through the screen
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I
about
do love,
tech.
I love it.
Yes. My son actually went to Georgia Tech as well. So
Dr.
he's
Lee,
a
right
tech geek as
there.
well.
That's where you and I were talking before, and there's a Web3 company that I invested in, and it's called Unreal Kingdoms. It's online gaming, PlayStation, Xbox, you name it. And
Right.
it's fantastic. They use crypto as the currency. It's not dollars and cents. It's all based on crypto. And those capabilities, they actually buy real estate inside the games. So then now all of a sudden, I own the Coca-Cola Tower with my logo on it inside the game. So it's those cool
I
things that
love
you get to do, and it's all based on crypto, nothing else.
that.
And that's a really great learning experience for individuals. And it was started by some folks that are part of the Georgia Tech ecosystem as well.
Yes, yes, those guys are pretty bright. Evidenced by here. Well, thank you so much, Chris. This has been fascinating. And again, tell our viewers how they can find you.
Yeah, please find me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever the things. If you can't see this good looking bald head, you'll see my photo on all those. Follow one of my companies, Mugatu AI or App Royal. I'm constantly talking with people online. I was just talking with some on Instagram a little bit earlier. So find me and let's talk.
Sounds good. And obviously, if you're interested in concrete build and investing in real estate with tokenized real estate, go to concretebuilder.org. Concrete Build, tokenizing properties, tokenizing wealth.